Hey YouTube, this is Gadget from Team YGOTeamWatapon, bringing you guys a Watapon. No, I'm just kidding. Pretty cool mascot, huh? Pretty. Anyways, no, this is actually a deck video of my Machina stun deck that I keep talking about in my segment, Managing with Machinas. So, just to start off, I run 3 Machina Fortress. I know a lot of builds now are starting to run 2 because of the fact that Fortress could actually be a dead draw now. Who knew? I've experienced it, but since I don't run Force, I prefer to run 3. And there's that, and I hate bottomless. That's the gist of it. 3 gear frames, standard, and 1 Peacekeeper. I am actually playing this and testing it right now instead of Force because I just despise drawing the Force first turn, and that being my only monster, which has actually happened mid-tournament. I bounced back barely, but I'd rather set this and trigger a Torrential on my side or just force one on my opponent and get a plus out of it, or just survive after a limiter removal and get a plus out of that too. Next card, cards rather. We have the Gadget lineup: 2 green, 2 red, 2 yellow. Standard stuff. Get some Fortress, search out each other, thin the deck out, and I'm going to introduce a fun fact right now, which I don't even know how many people have noticed, but I've been pretty much spamming this at tournaments. The gadgets actually aren't only a reverse traffic light, they actually search out the color of their eyes. If you take a good look at them, for example, you can see it on the mat. Yellow gadget searches out green. Look at that, it's a green eye. Green gadget searches out red. You can see it's like a reddish orange type of glow. And guess who red gadget searches? Yeah, those are yellow eyes, so I'm gonna guess yellow, which actually matches up. I found that really interesting when I got this mat and noticed it. Anyways, back to the deck. I'm running 2 Cyber Dragons in main. I'm not even running a 3rd inside. The card is too broken not to play. Gets me Stardust if I need to. If I actually have to, just so my opponent doesn't get it, I'll play Fortress Dragon myself with this, even with 1 gadget, after I've beat them down for near 4,000. But yeah, I tend to get around the whole Fortress Dragon fear rather, pretty well. Like I've said in my first segment of Managing with Machinas, I run 2 Thunder King Ryos in my build, being a stun build, and being a very controlling player. I feel that it's a very good card to use, and a card to, easily just play around. Just let my hand accumulate and hope that nobody plays a Dust Shoot on me, because that's just mean. And the 1 teched card, I have a Gale. Card is just too good. Makes me a Black Rose, an Armor Master if I need it, or if I've got Cyber Dragon out and I just play this, there's a Stardust in there with my name on it, so it always works. Also good at killing pretty much anything, so it's always useful. Onto the spells, it's a pretty standard setup. 3 smash rather. I'm getting tired. 3rd video today. 2 MSTs, and the money card of the deck, 2 Potted Dualities. This card actually isn't seeing too much play in Machinas, and I'm kind of surprised. I know Vansant's build runs 3, and I've been seeing a lot of builds on Pojo that don't run a lot, merely because they can't really afford it. Also, they justify it by saying, oh, it slows them down, they can't play aggressive. Well, there's a solution to that I've actually mentioned in my segment. Play control. Very easy. Staple 1-ofs, Dark Hole, Monster Reborn. No, it's not ultra rare, it's super from Dark Legends. I wanted to try and get a Dark Bribe at one point. And limiter removal. Onto traps. Got 3D prisons. I'm also seeing a lot of players not running this card, and it's actually a pet peeve of mine because you got Machina Mayhem structure deck that comes with a common. If you have 3 Fortress, you should be having 3 of these, or unless you traded. But if that's the case, then, well, sucks to be you. Sorry. 3 Solemn Warning. Again, I've mentioned running 3. 2 Broken negates any sort of summon, almost. 2 Bottomless, standard. Onto the staples, Mirror Force, Solemn Judgment. Can't say solemn anymore. Somebody's just gonna ask you what you're talking about. Torrential Tribute, and Royal Oppression. Now onto the side deck that I'll be showing in the next build, the next segment of managing with Machinas as well. 1 Thunder King Ryo, just so I can run a 3rd one, and it's always good. 1 Starlight Road, 2 Effect Veilers, 2 Swallow Flips for Glads, for even works against Gores if I run into that. Pulling the Rug, I'm running 1 of these right now. I'm looking for a 2nd one. I've actually got 3 more, but they're in my teammate's side deck, which I need to beg for. Thanks. But yeah, I haven't actually been trying too hard to find it, to be honest. I know it's just a rare, but yeah, haven't really been traveling too much to pick one up at the bigger card store downtown. Rather not. 2 Raikos, just set and kill. Haven't actually used these yet. I'll let you know how they go when I do get around to playing them, because right now I've been playing far better cards in my opinion against the decks I side against. 2 breakers, the Magical Warrior. With Heavy Storm gone, I feel it's a good choice to run. 2 Noblemen of Crossout, Light Sworn, and even X-Sabers. Get rid of the Dark Soul, the first set Dark Soul or the Ember's Blade, and you have them QQing for about 3 turns. Literally, like they'll start to cry if you pull 2 of these on them. And finally, 2 Banishers of the Radiance. I'm sure you've noticed a lot of these cards are actually going against the Machinas, even my Machinas. It's because like most of the time I'm actually siding all of them out. So I'm siding them out, and I'm switching to Gadget Stun a lot of the time. Anyways, onto the extra deck. I run 3 Chimera Tech Fortress Dragons because just in case I can pull the 3rd off on somebody else. Magical Android, Goyo, Armor Master, Black Rose, Arcanite, Gale Unbreaker for win, Colossal Fighter, Red Dragon Archfiend, Dark End. Yeah, I can't even play that, but Monster Reborn kind of helps. So if I'm playing against Blackwing, I'll just reborn their Sirokkos. And 2 Stardust, just because I play Starlight Road in main. Side, rather. Alright, well, that's my Machina Stun deck list. Hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe, and I'll be bringing you guys some more segments, some more deck videos as time goes on. Later, YouTube.